There's a part under the radical called the discriminant that can help us determine the nature, meaning real or complex, and the number of solutions that we're going to have. In the classroom notes, we're going to go into this more in detail, but here are the basics. So if you have a quadratic equation, and if the part under the radical, which is called the discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac, does not include the radical symbol, if that equals 0, then we're going to have one real root, or one real solution to our problem. If the discriminant is greater than 0, meaning positive, we're going to have two real roots, or two real solutions. And if it is less than 0 or negative, we're going to have two complex solutions, or roots. So they're not going to be real, they're going to have an imaginary part to them. So a couple examples: use the discriminant to tell how many real roots we're going to have, or complex roots. So again, make sure you have everything in standard form so you know what A, B, and C are. And again, I like to list it out. So I have A is equal to 2, B is equal to -1, and C is also equal to -1. So my discriminant, which we can label with a lowercase d for discriminant, is -1 squared minus 4 times 2 times -1. So that ends up being 1 plus 8, which is equal to 9. 9 is greater than 0, so therefore, it's a little symbol, the triangle with the dots, is therefore we're going to have two real roots, or two real solutions. Next example, again, it's already in standard form. A is 2, B is -5, and C is a +5. So we calculate our discriminant. We're going to have -5 squared minus 4 times 2 times 5. So we have 25 minus 40, which gives us a discriminant of -15. Well, -15 is less than 0, and that means we're going to have two complex roots, which makes sense. This is the part under the radical, and if you square root a negative, you're going to have an imaginary number in there. It's not going to be a real solution. And again, we'll look at this in more detail when we go through the classroom notes.